The planets were never the end. They were only a gate, grand and ancient, guarding the threshold of a much deeper mystery. Voyager's mission, though it began among the familiar giants of our solar system, was never meant to stop there. Beyond Jupiter's storms, beyond Saturn's rings, beyond the pale winds of Uranus, and the ghostly blues of Neptune, there lay a place no one had ever touched. A region beyond maps, beyond warmth, beyond sunlight. A realm so dark, it has no direction. So silent, it has no echo. So vast, it makes everything we've ever known feel like a breath in a hurricane. And into this void, Voyager traveled alone. No compass could guide it. No beacon could call it back. It had become more than a machine. It had become the first messenger from Earth to the galaxy. Floating through the great ocean of interstellar space, Voyager is now adrift between suns, not visiting, not orbiting, but simply moving onward. And yet, even in the coldest corner of existence, it carries with it a warmth, a whisper from a tiny, blue planet lost in time. Attached to its side is perhaps the most beautiful time capsule ever created, a disk of gold. Not gold for its value, but for its endurance. Not for riches, but for remembrance. It's called the Golden Record. And on it is written the soul of humanity. It contains no secrets of power. No maps of conquest. No weapons or warnings. Instead, it carries a symphony of life. Greetings in 55 human languages, each one saying hello to the stars. A mother's kiss to the cosmos. There are sounds of Earth that no telescope can see, the rustling of leaves in the wind, the crash of ocean waves on a distant shore, the quiet hum of a train, the chirping of birds at dawn. And music. Oh, the music. Beethoven? Bach? Blind Willie Johnson? A Navajo night chant? Folk songs from Peru, Bulgaria, and China. Songs sung from one civilization to another across the void of space, as if saying, we felt joy. We felt sadness. We knew rhythm, and beauty, and love. Images too, encoded in analog light, a woman eating, a child learning, a diver swimming, a farmer harvesting. Mountains, rivers, highways, handshakes, laughter. Pictures of our DNA, our anatomy, our cities, our skies. From microscopic cells to massive monuments, each image a message, this is who we are. This is where we come from. And this is what we cherished. Etched into the cover of the record, like ancient star lore, are diagrams, a map to find us. 14 pulsars arranged in a pattern. Mathematical coordinates. The pulse of hydrogen. Timeless, universal truths that may still be understood a billion years from now. Because Voyager may drift for eons. Long after Earth's continents have shifted. Long after our languages have changed. Long after the last light of our cities has faded into darkness. Still, this tiny spacecraft will move quietly through the black. Its gold disk unplayed, unread, yet still alive with meaning. Even if no one ever finds it, even if it journeys forever in silence, Voyager stands as a declaration to the universe, that life once bloomed in the shadow of a small yellow star. That a species rose up, looked into the night, and dared to say, we are here. Perhaps, one day, a distant mind, unlike ours, unimaginable in form or thought, will find this drifting relic. They will study it. decode it. Hear our heartbeat. See our faces. Feel, if only for a moment, the echo of Earth. They may wonder, who made this? What became of them? Did they survive, or did they vanish like stardust in the wind? And though we may never answer, the record answers for us. It does not speak of war or borders. It does not boast of kings or conquest. It speaks of connection, of curiosity, of love. Voyager will never return. It was never meant to. Its return is not in its arrival, but in its message. It asks us, every day, to be worthy of the story it tells. To protect our world. To cherish our music. To care for each other. To remember that, in the vast emptiness of space, we are not insignificant. We are rare. We are precious. We are the ones who sent Voyager. Voyager will never return. It was never meant to. Like a message in a bottle, cast not into an ocean, but into eternity, it drifts. Carried not by tide, but by time itself. The golden record, tucked into its side, remains untouched, a frozen whisper, a still song, a memory preserved not for us, but for someone. Something? Out there. It is the only human artifact to have left the sun's protective embrace. Beyond the heliosphere, where solar winds die, Voyager has stepped into the void that belongs to the galaxy. It no longer belongs to Earth. It no longer belongs to any age, or any nation. It belongs to the stars. The spacecraft speaks no language. But it speaks of everything. It tells of water and wind, of voices and villages, of time and tenderness. Its record spins in silence, yet holds thunder and rain, laughter and lullabies, the entire palette of human emotion etched in grooves of gold. It says we once stood under skies of sapphire and watched birds rise. We wrote poems to the moon. We sang to the rivers. We danced in firelight. And when we looked up, we dreamed of more. This was our answer to the vast silence, not fear, but music. Not war, but art. Not conquest, but connection. We answered not with a sword, but with a melody. Imagine this. Millions of years from now, Earth may be dust. Our mountains may have fallen, our oceans evaporated, our stories forgotten by those who came after us. But Voyager may still endure. A tiny spark from a long-dead world, still drifting, still singing, still waiting. What if someone, somewhere, stumbles upon it? Not a person, perhaps, but a mind, a being, a form we cannot yet imagine. Not made of flesh, but of light. Not speaking words, but frequencies. Not bound by time, but woven through it. And they see our record. They play it. They hear the heartbeat of a child. They hear the crackling fire. They hear hello from the children of planet Earth. And in that moment, we are alive again. Voyager is not just a machine. It is a message, a monument, a mirror. It carries not just what we know, but what we feel, what we hope, what we fear. In its core, it holds our vulnerability, our curiosity, our defiance against the silence, our longing to be known. It tells the universe, we were here. We dreamed. We loved. We reached for the stars, not just to escape, but to understand. And in doing so, Voyager became eternal. Not because of its metal or engineering, but because of what it carries. The soul of a species still learning to love its own reflection. We are not perfect. But we dared to tell our story with honesty and awe. We didn't send blueprints for cities. We didn't send algorithms for power. We sent lullabies. We sent footsteps in snow. We sent laughter in rain. What is more human than that? A spacecraft no longer controlled. It flies free, like a memory that refuses to fade. If you were to see it now, it would be smaller than a grain of sand against the vast black canvas. Its antenna, still outstretched like a hand waiting for a response. But none may come. That's not why we sent it. We didn't send it to be answered. We sent it to be heard. And now, Voyager has outlived generations. Its engineers have retired. Many have passed on. But their fingerprints remain on a craft that races beyond stars they never saw. It is powered now not by fuel, but by the momentum of legacy. Do you feel it? That ache in the chest. That wonder and sorrow that something so small can carry so much.